Hey everybody, Crafting Journey here, that Journey chick on Instagram. Yes, I am live. We're going to have a verdict here in about 10 minutes. So I went live 10 minutes ahead of time. If you're watching back on the replay, don't forget to hashtag replay, hit the like button. I'm not letting him watch the verdict.
Oh
No,
no!
because you get so upset when you hear the verdict. So I'm not going to let you watch. So consider subscribing and don't forget the notification bell because, like right now, pop up live. Yep. So I hope you're going to enjoy this content. I'm going to share my screen. Right now, we're looking at the Great Seal of, where's this, Minnesota? Yeah, I think. Anyway, let's share the screen and go into the courtroom. Here we go. There's Mickey. There's the courtroom. Let me go back over here. Let me stop for a second. Yeah, I want to give you this one right here. Okay, let us share the screen again. Take you live into the courtroom. There we go. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the screen of the great state of Minnesota. Is it Minnesota? Yeah, Minnesota. Got that right. Yeah. All right, I'm just pulling this up on the iPad so I can see the chat. There we go. Oh, hey, Narrate, how are you? So I was in the middle of filming my premiere, baking cookies. Oh my gosh, you guys, guess what? Hey, Diamond Queen. I went to 2 grocery stores to get the fruitcake ingredients. Candied fruit. No one got candied fruit this year. It just did not ship from wherever they ordered it. Nobody got it. There's a shortage, or I don't know what it is. But I ended up buying a fruitcake. So yeah, the one store didn't even have any fruitcakes. They had all been sold out, and neither store had the candied fruit to make fruitcake. So hi, chaotic. So the reading of the verdict is scheduled for 1:30. This is a very soft-spoken judge, Judge Chu. It's an Oriental woman, very soft-spoken. So you're gonna have to really listen to hear her. Hi, Melody. So my premiere, I'm filming it. I was filming it when I got interrupted, so I'll finish it after this video. But I'm doing a premiere that's going to be 7 a.m. on Christmas Day. Yeah. So Mickey says, at least I got my chocolate oranges. I did see chocolate oranges, but yeah, no candied fruits. Like the cherries and the, I don't know, what is it, pineapple, all that stuff that you put into fruitcake. And so I can't make the fruitcake. 2:30 in Pacific Standard Time. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Jean. Jean's out in the other room. Jean is good. She got home from the emergency room last night. Nothing is wrong with her lungs or her heart. She didn't have any blood clot. I think it's just like a blood pressure issue. So she's relaxing with her feet up today. And I'm doing the baking. Yep. Which I'm sure is going to drive her crazy because she likes to be the baker woman. Anyway, this is day 14 of this trial, and the jury deliberated for more than 24 hours. More like 25, 26 hours the jury put into deliberating. Melody says, I didn't see candied fruit at all this year. Yet, no, they didn't have any. None of the stores got candied fruit. I don't know what happened to the candied fruit. And then all of a sudden there's like a cream cheese shortage. And then I saw this one woman, she had like eight packages of it in her basket. I don't know what she was going to make with 8 packages of cream cheese. She was hoarding it. It's like the toilet paper thing 2 years ago. Almost 2:30 in Eastern time. Yeah, we got 5 more minutes to wait, and then they'll the camera will pan away from the seal and go to the judge's chair. Now, this jury has been sequestered. So I did expect that there would be a verdict today, one way or the other, because I am sure that they want to leave that hotel room and go home for the holidays. If they were not able to reach a verdict today, they were going to be sent home anyway, which is kind of weird when you have a sequestered jury, but you have to send them home for Christmas and then bring them back. Yeah, very awkward. Mickey missed out on the Ferrero Rocher. Too expensive now. Well, take a guess what this fruitcake cost me. I don't know if you guys can see it because we're on the other screen, but I'll kind of hold it up. It's a 1 pound, 12 ounces, 1 pound, 12 ounce fruitcake. And oh my God, I like those little small Claxton fruitcakes. Couldn't find that. But this fruitcake, $10. Yeah, $9.99 for a fruitcake. Is it always that expensive? I don't know. I know it's expensive to make, but anyway. Okay, got my coffee. I haven't had lunch either. Oh my gosh. Look, guys, new glasses. See? I'll show you after the verdict, I'll show you up close. But yeah, I got new glasses. I can see the cross stitch now. Yay, I can see clearly now. I have new glasses. Yeah, new glasses, new sunglasses. I even took my car this morning and had the oil changed. It's been a very productive day so far. Yeah. Well, I wish they'd hurry up and come on. We got 3 minutes. I hope they're not going to be late. They have to gather everybody in the courtroom. And of course, it was lunchtime. So everybody's got to finish their lunch. And this is us waiting. Don't forget, we got 16 people watching. Let's everybody do the thumbs up because, I'm not letting him watch the verdict because he might get too upset.
Oh, no.
Yes, no, I don't want you to be upset. Please go to another room. Thank you. They are already protesting outside the courthouse. Uh-oh. My prediction, y'all want my prediction? Do you guys want me to tell you what my prediction is? Because I can tell you if you want. Wow, protesting what? Come on, for God's sakes. I think people just look, they're bored or something. I don't know. Wow. My prediction, hey Phyllis, says they've been out there protesting whatever. Oh, jeez. Yeah. I'm predicting it's a hung jury. That's my prediction. I predict that they're not able to reach a verdict. Although I could be very wrong, because in that case, I think they would have continued till about 6 o'clock tonight. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So Catherine said it looked like a gathering outside the courthouse. Oh dear. Wow. Mickey says, I never send cards, but I really appreciate the ones I get. Oh, nice. Diamond Queen wants to send you a card, Mickey. Give her your address. Do that, don't do that in chat, but do that outside of chat, Jen. Melanie agrees with me. Yeah. I think, they've been sitting in a hotel room for 2 weeks. I would think they want to get home for the holidays. So, and they're just tired of, whoever's holding out. I don't know. That's my prediction. But I've been wrong before. Yes. What do you guys predict? Anybody else have any other feelings one way or the other? We got 30 seconds. Come on, guys. Oh my goodness. Do 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 do. It's like Jeopardy. Do do do. I want to give you guys a chance to all get in here because sometimes they're so quick with it. I don't have a chance to gather everybody, and then you miss it live. It's fun to watch live. It really is. Maybe if we press play. Hold on. Nope, still not there.
In the matter of State of Minnesota versus Kimberly Potter, court file number 27 CR 217490, we, the jury, on the charge of manslaughter in the first degree while committing a misdemeanor on or about April 11, 2021, in Hennepin County, State of Minnesota, find the defendant guilty. And the verdict was agreed to at the hour of 11:40 a.m. and signed by the jury person on 12/23/21. The verdict on count 2 is we, the jury, on the charge of manslaughter in the second degree, culpable negligence on or about April 11, 2021, in Hennepin County, State of Minnesota, find the defendant guilty. And that verdict was agreed to at 10:30 a.m. on 12/21/21. Members of the jury, is this your true and correct verdict? So say you one, and so say you all.
Yes.
Okay, you may be seated. All right, I am now going to poll the jury. Juror number 2, is this your true and correct verdict?
I'm a little shocked, but
Juror number 6, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror number 7, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror number 13, is this your true and correct verdict? Oh, it's juror 11. And juror 17, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 19, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 21, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 22, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 26, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 40, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 48, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
And juror number 55, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes, it is.
Members of the jury, when you first came into the courtroom, I told you that jurors are the heroes of our judicial system. Well, the 12 of you are our heroes in this case. You might remember that there was a question on the questionnaire that asked whether you wanted to be on this jury. You were to check yes, no, or maybe. A number of you checked no or not sure, and a few of you checked all three. But when I asked each of you if you would be willing to serve if the party selected you as a juror, you all said yes. You said yes, even though we are in a pandemic with Omicron spreading in our community. You said yes, even though you had concerns about serving, given the nature of the case.
really
You said yes, even though you knew you would be sequestered during deliberations and away from your loved ones. And you said yes, even though there was a chance that this case could have lasted past Christmas. You were willing to sacrifice much because you believed in our justice system. And then you went into deliberations, and each of you brought with you your common sense, individual perceptions, and life experiences, and you came to an agreement on the verdicts. You did your duty. I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of yourselves. Without civic minded citizens like you, our system of justice could not function. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifices. I wish you all a once and beauty of the season be yours throughout the year. At this time, I'd like you to go into your waiting courtroom, and I'll be in just a moment. I'd like to thank you personally and to answer any questions that you have. Okay?
Well, interesting. I certainly didn't predict this outcome, but there wasn't going to be a good outcome either way in this case. It's just a very tragic, tragic case either way.
Okay, please be seated. All right. Council, we have to pick a date tentatively for sentencing. For in custody, we'll be taking Ms. Potter into custody and holding without bail. So what is 3 weeks out? I think we probably want to do a tier 4.
So we will be looking at January 13th or 14th. We can do 11:30 on either day.
Sentencing?
For sentencing.
Your Honor, pre-sentence report?
Yes, I'm having a PSI report done.
We are not available on the 13th. I believe we could do the 14th.
I'm in trial the week after that, and it does seem to be a little accelerated given the seriousness of the decisions you're about to make.
No, she's definitely
So
not
later in
going to get
January,
jailed.
it'd be a
It was just a
preference.
matter of,
Talking about the bail issue,
you know,
I'm with you
are the
before you
mitigating
decide.
factors going to outweigh the
We're
aggravating
gonna make a
factors?
decision to take her in.
All right, I'll hear you out.
Go ahead, Mel.
You know, I think it'd be easier for the court reporter if you went to the podium.
We both say a little bit, Judge.
Yes.
Well, there hasn't been a motion. I anticipate they would file a motion, but this arguendo, they're going to file a motion to revoke her bail. We will be filing a motion for dispositional departure on the case. She is amenable to probation. Her remorse and regret for the incident is overwhelming. She's not a danger to the public whatsoever. She's made all her court appearances, including all appearances in the court. It is the Christmas holiday season. She's a devoted Catholic, no less. And there is no point to incarcerate her at this point in time because
I agree.
A, you haven't decided what the sentence is going to be. B, the dispositional departure arguments are quite strong on this case. And C, it's not necessary for the preservation of public safety. So for those reasons, she need not be incarcerated whatsoever pending sentencing. You certainly can do it after sentencing, but this is a rather unique case of someone who has law enforcement experience and was never in trouble all her life and is 49, which is beyond the age of most defendants that you see. Plus, she has deep roots in the community and her family's here, and there's no evidence that she would flee. So we respectfully ask you to change your mind as to whether she needs to be incarcerated right now. I know Mr. Gray has a couple comments too.
Your Honor, her bail right now is $100,000. She's got that posted. She's not going to run. She obviously is not going to commit any more crimes. She's been convicted of an accident. She's been convicted of being reckless. I just would like to be able to, with Paul, file a motion for dispositional departure in this case. I think there's other facts that didn't come to light during the trial that are important also about Kim Potter and about this case. So I respectfully request that you release her on her $100,000 bail.
Yeah, I don't know if that helped her cause
That would make
or
it
not,
easier
but
to do the pre-sentence report.
I don't disagree with anything that they're saying, but I don't, she's facing up to 10 years in prison.
And
But
I would ask for a sentencing sometime.
unfortunate that they're going to wait
If you
till
release her
January to do the
sometime,
sentencing, which I think, I agree with
started
them.
trial
Should
January
get a
20th,
probationary
should be over by
sentence.
February
Not
20th.
for
I
prison.
hope sometime in late February.
I mean, what does that serve,
And
putting
ask that
someone
she-
in prison?
My gosh, she's got $100,000 bail, that judge. But you know, she's not going to commit another crime. She's not going anywhere. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Frank.
Thank you, Your Honor. We do request the defendant be taken into custody. The convictions here are for manslaughter in the first degree, manslaughter in the second degree, based on the death of Dante Wright, a young man. In other words, it's a case that involves a death. They are very serious charges. It is customary for defendants to be taken into custody upon a guilty verdicts for those level of crimes. And we don't think this case should be any differently. Your Honor, we also have learned that the defendant is not living in the state. I don't know if that was known and provided for in the original conditions of release, but presents obviously an aggravating factor for allowing her to remain out of custody. So we are requesting that the state remand her into custody and withdraw any bail or conditions of release. Your Honor, we do have the Blakely issue to resolve, and we would be asking some direction from the court on whether we should submit written arguments or proposed findings, or how the court exactly wants to address that. It'd be good to have those findings, of course, for the actual sentencing hearing, and we would request a PSI as well.
Yes.
I understand that, but both of those crimes, there's no intent, no criminal intent. It's reckless and culpable negligence. Many times in my career, I've had defendants convicted of culpable negligence.
I agree with you, Mickey. They didn't get to hear that. They only got to
crime
argue with whatever knowledge that she had, and the only knowledge that she had was
strong
that he
basis
had a
for
warrant
dispositional departure.
and
Ask the court to release her on the bail.
the protective order.
Surely will reappear.
Okay. The presumptive sentences in this case are commits. And I am going to require that she be taken into custody and held without bail. And I recognize your arguments, Mr. Ng and Mr. Gray, but I cannot treat this case any differently than any other case. So, I think we should probably set briefing deadlines. I know that the defense would like to make a written motion for dispositional departure. And the state has the argument concerning aggravating Blakely factors that we should be briefing. How much time does the defense need to put in their motion for dispositional departure?
At least 1 month. You know, we're backed up. Both of us are backed up on trials right now. I start one on the 20th as well.
Okay.
So at least 1 month from at the end of January, preferable.
Okay. Pick a date in January and I'll give the state what they need to respond.
Well, the January 31st.
January
Yes.
31st, that's a Monday.
Okay. And how long would the state like to respond to the motion, the sentencing motion?
Could we we have 2 weeks, Your Honor.
You may, and that date would be, Zach.
February 14th.
Okay.
Wow.
And Mr. Frank, I think that the aggravating factors, we did the Blakely on a unitary basis, so no further
Now,
evidence
when
would
they
be
took their
required.
children into custody,
Correct.
That's
you know,
correct.
as a police
So
officer,
could
he
you
was
submit
put into
your
solitary
brief
confinement
on the
because
aggravating
the police
factors? How
officer.
much time do you need on that?
So I don't expect this will be treated any differently. I think she will probably
Okay.
um,
And
be separated from her
defense
own
would need
protection.
until,
But you know,
okay. And
it
Mr.
just breaks my
Kramer,
heart.
would you
'Cause we're, I
tell
mean, it's the
them what the dates
holidays,
are?
and I feel like this was just such a horrible, tragic accident, and the fact that she would have to serve any time for this is
Okay.
gut wrenching.
Do you want to do them simultaneously on the 31st?
But
That's fine.
you
Okay.
know, it is our legal system.
All right. So, you want sentencing pushed back to February?
She was suicidal
Because
initially,
both of
you
you.
know, when this first happened.
Late
So,
February.
you know, I know she's under the
Right.
care of a
Let's pick a
psychologist,
date.
and she certainly could be. I mean, wouldn't you be? Uh, horrible, absolutely horrible. Wow.
Do any time in the morning on February 23rd.
So I'm going to stop sharing the screen there, unless you want to see them take her into custody.
So late the week after that would be great.
Okay. That'll push us to the first week of March.
Yeah. So now
How
they're
about
now
9
they're
a.m.
talking about
on March
March
1st?
because of their schedules that she'll be sentenced. I
Okay.
mean,
What day is it?
That's a Tuesday.
You're all right. The state's not available that week.
I can't even agree on a date for the sentencing.
Let's do March 8th at 9 a.m.
I'm sorry.
March 8th at 9 a.m.
We all have a state trial that week in March. If we can move it up a week in February would be better. Please.
So the first week of March, Mr. Frank?
I'd say like the third week of February.
Okay. Well, we could do it February 18th at 9 a.m.
That's fine.
That is a Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, she's you know, she's married, she's got two
18th.
grown children,
Thank you.
one's in college, one's in the
Right.
military,
Is there
both would have
anything
been home
else
for
we
the
need to put on
holidays.
the record?
No, thank you.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, thank you, Council.
You know, it took them several weeks to pick a jury, and then 2 weeks to try the case, so that ran it into Christmas. She actually had a very speedy trial because this just happened back in April of 2021. So her trial was very, very quick. So they will take her into custody. They will fingerprint her and give her a jumpsuit, unfortunately, and that will be that. Okay. So we can sit and discuss it for a little while. Very sad. So they are protesting outside. I don't know if you guys want to see that. Oh, they're happy about the verdict. Oh, God. No, I don't want to see it. Okay. Yeah. It's people outside the courtroom that are cheering about the verdict. Wow. It's disgusting. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's a woman, and I don't know if I should feel that kind of way. I certainly didn't feel any sympathy for Derek Chauvin, but in this case, I feel like it was just a very tragic accident. And right before the holidays, I was so hoping it would be a hung jury and that she would have the holidays with her family before being retried, and I don't know. So I on another note, I do have another trial that will be starting January 3rd. Involves a a black man who was riding his bicycle. A white man pulled over, got out of his vehicle, and killed the black man. So he is on trial for murder. That will be starting January 3rd. So that is the next case I'm gonna. And I apologize, I don't know the name of the case, but that is going to be the next case I cover. But I will certainly have content for you in the meantime. Sure. Well, that's starts next week, so that's not too bad. Next week? No, the week after. Yeah, so we'll have a week of no trials, but I'll find some content for you guys. Mickey says, I don't know why they won't let her go home until sentencing. They do that for a number of people. Apparently not in Minnesota, apparently, and that's what they were asking, she's got $100,000 bail, posted, bond posted. She's not going to, certainly not a criminal. She's not going to go out and commit criminal acts. This is like lightning striking. It probably would never happen again. So, I mean, what are they afraid of? What's the purpose of incarcerating this poor woman? Yeah, of course there will be appeals. There'll be, motions for new trial. They've got, they'll find grounds for it. It could be ineffective assistance of counsel. I mean, that old guy was kind of a hoot. He wandered around the courtroom. I'm not so sure how with it he was, but we'll see. Oh, there's always going to be appeals. You don't get, but the maximum she could get is 10 years. So what will happen is they have what they call Blakely factors in Minnesota. They call them Blakely factors. I call them aggravating factors. And one of the factors that they're going to argue is that she was in this position of authority as a police officer, and that's an aggravating factor, and should allow the judge to depart from that 10 years toward a higher sentence. And then, of course, the defense is going to argue the mitigating factors, that was a 26-year veteran of the police force, that she did all of these wonderful things for the community, including, helping sexually or domestic battered women, and all that will work in her favor. So it would actually give the judge reasons to depart downward from the 10 years. But we'll see. So they're going to do a pre-sentencing evaluation where they look at all those factors, and then the judge will weigh their arguments. Or each side will get to file briefs. That's the dates they were looking at, when to file them, when to respond to them. And then they'll have the hearing. So I know, Catherine, I'm sad about it. So, but she is going to serve some jail time. There's no question about that. Yeah. And I think the fact that she doesn't even live in the state anymore probably doesn't help her cause. Not that she's going to flee anywhere, but she doesn't live within the state. That's probably not a great thing. What a Christmas present. Yeah, not so great. So thank you all for sitting and watching the verdict with me. I do appreciate you spending some time with us, that we got to see this together. If you're watching back on the replay, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy the content of me bringing these verdicts live to you. And please consider passing along to your friends that, this is the kind of content that I do. I do cover live trials and live verdicts. So you are welcome, everybody. Yeah, I hate to end on a sad note, but that is our judicial system. That is how it works. This was a jury, I believe, not maybe of her peers, but maybe of Dante Wright's peers. That's, maybe that was why it took them so long to come to this decision, that they were struggling as much as I'm struggling with it right now, that, they felt like they had to follow the law, but probably felt horrible about the fact that they had to do it. I'm sure each and every one of those jurors is just really, really sad about it. So thank you. You love the new glasses. Look, I got bling here and here. These are Betsy Johnson. Look, they have like floral stuff inside. Yeah, really. And I can see the cross stitch. It's amazing. So I'm going to go back to filming my premiere for Christmas Day, guys, baking my cookies, get back in the Christmas spirit, get that, lump out of my chest. And I will see you all tomorrow in Crafting and Crime Daily. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming by.